Okay, we're good. And welcome back to Business Law this week.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What was your example?
All right. So mine is I found this article about talks about McDonald's. They fired some employees, and then the employees apparently like filed complaints against them, um, federal complaints that they were fired because of their ethnicity. So they're saying that they're discriminating against them because of their race. But then apparently McDonald's like ignored. Hey Cody.
Hey guys,
Hey, Cody.
sorry I'm late.
You're good. We started already. If that's okay. Sorry about that.
We just
No,
barely.
you're good.
Yeah, we just barely started it. So.
No worries.
But I found an article. It's not on Wall Street Journal, so I don't know if we could use it or not. It's on New York Daily News, but talks about how McDonald's they fired some employees, and the employees like filed complaints because they were saying that it's discrimination because they were fired because of their race. So in my example, I kind of just explained that they would have to prove, or not necessarily prove, but they would have to bring evidence that McDonald's fired them because of discrimination and not just for other reasons like they weren't good workers or something like that.
hmm
So that's my example.
Okay. Cody, what's yours?
So I found an article on the Wall Street Journal. It is just a little over 10 weeks old, so I don't know. Maybe I'll get in trouble for using it. But a lady she was offered a job, but they told her that in order to comply with the company's grooming policy, she would have to cut her dreadlocks. And then the
I saw that
you saw that one?
one.
Yeah, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission filed a lawsuit against the company on her behalf, saying that was racist and stuff like that, and because that's, I guess they thought the dreadlocks were part of her race or whatever. But that's been going on for like 3 years, and just a couple weeks ago, the Court of Appeals, the U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, decided that it was not discrimination, and that the company is allowed to set race-neutral grooming policies for the workplace without running afoul of Title VII. So they specifically referenced Title VII, so that's why I was like, nah, even though it's old, I'll just use it anyway. Hope I can get away with it.
Wait, so they decided that the dreadlocks weren't a part of her race and that she couldn't
Yeah,
have those?
exactly. That the company was well within their rights to require her to cut them in order to work for them.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
agree with that. I mean, it's grooming standards.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't be allowed to have dreadlocks, neither would you. You know.
I mean, I've seen a lot of people can make
Right.
anybody can have dreadlocks.
Mm-hmm. If you really wanted to.
Yeah, if you really wanted to, I wouldn't recommend it, but yeah.
Well, my example. So I didn't find anybody that was specifically like taken out of employment because they're being discriminated against, but I did find an article that was basically talking about getting rid of. It's called Ban the Box, and it's like a campaign to get rid of the box that asks you if you've ever been convicted of a felony or anything.
Okay.
It's finding that employers that don't have that box where they actually did that are actually discriminating more against people that might have like African American names or people that are of color or things like that because they suspect that they might have convicted a felony in the past. And so by getting rid of the box and asking and not asking if they have criminal activity, it's actually making them discriminate more. It might be hiring more like criminals or people with criminal records, but it's also increasing discrimination. So that's what my article is about.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. So I kind of agree with the article. I mean,
Wait,
I think that's like, fair to ask the employee if they've ever been convicted. So.
okay, so if they get rid of the box and then ask them about it, then it's discrimination or it's not?
Oh, they're not allowed to ask them about it if they get rid of the box.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So if you look at the Google Doc, I've already got all the questions and the quiz question and everything. So if you guys want to use that one, we can.
Yeah, let's just use their example then, and if you already got it all set up.
Yeah. And it's
I'm good with that.
within the last 10 weeks, and it's from the Wall Street Journal, but it's kind of a stretch. Your guys' are more direct. So.
But they're like, one's not from this journal, one's more than 10 weeks. So
Yeah. Plus, you already have a quiz question and everything, so let's just go with
Honestly,
it.
I don't. Yeah, we've never gotten downgraded on any of these, so
Yeah,
I think we'll be okay.
I think we're fine.
yeah. All right, what do you guys think?
Oh wait, let me open it. I haven't opened it yet.
I just need to write the feedback. So
Okay.
So calling someone in for an interview based off of their name, a violation of Title VII.
yeah, because some employers, I don't know if that really relates to what I was saying.
No, I think name is, I think that's enough of a potential gray area that if they didn't know, they wouldn't know. They hadn't read it, so I think that's a good one.
Like Shaquan, like, oh, I'm not gonna hire that guy. That guy.
Yeah, like
Right.
or Shaniqua or something. Like,
Yeah, seriously. What's the agency that protects people from discrimination? The one that you were talking about, Cody?
Oh, Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Is that it?
Yeah, is there an agency that helps enforce that?
The EEOC, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission.
Okay, I'm going to use that in one of the explanations, I think.
Okay. Yeah, they're the ones that brought the suit on behalf of this woman.
Okay.
It got all the way up to the U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, so we went pretty far.
Okay, we just have 2 feedbacks and then we're done.
sweet.
I did see. I wonder. So, how does Title VII apply to like discriminating against someone based on their orientation? Has it been interpreted to include that yet in the law?
Yeah, see, I actually thought about that too. That's interesting because, like, yeah, I don't know if that's included in the law yet. From the description, it just says color, race, creed, religion, sex. I don't think it includes sexual orientation yet. That's right. I actually looked at that.
You think there would be a law by now, like since all that's really being emphasized, but
I'm sure there's been a court case about it. There have to have been court cases about it.
yeah.
Here we go. So on the EEOC website, they've got recent EEOC litigation regarding Title VII and LGBT-related discrimination.
What's it say?
Let's see, the Commission adopted its current strategic enforcement plan in December 2012. They want to include coverage of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender individuals under Title VII's sex discrimination provisions as they may apply. So that was that's their current plan. They want to get that included in there. But I don't know if I don't think they've actually got that added in yet, but they're suing several different places. Yeah, I think they have 4 cases pending right now that they have brought suit against other companies for discrimination based on sexual orientation.
What about like a daycare center? You know, like What
Yeah.
if they don't hire someone because they're a drag queen? They seem really nice, but they're a drag queen and they want to work at the daycare center. I mean, I'm sure drag queens don't want, like, people that cross dress don't necessarily want to, but maybe there is. Like, would that person would that be illegal?
The hard thing is you can't really prove your intent. You can't really prove what your reasons are. Like in the case that I talked about, obviously the lady was, they specifically said it's because of your dreadlocks. So they were able to argue about that. But like in Braden's case, they would have had to prove that the McDonald's fired these people because they're black, and you just can't prove what someone's intent was. So
Yeah, but I mean,
unless they said something.
I mean, yeah, that's easy to say, but people sue all the time, even if they didn't mean to like fire them based on their race. It's not your intention. But if that really is your intention, I feel like that wouldn't be too hard to uncover.
That's
Maybe
true.
They did see. Do you guys remember was it in this class that we discussed how people were refusing to like make cakes for gay couples? So like if a gay couple got married.
I've heard about that, but I don't think it was this class we talked about it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think it was this class, but a bunch of bakeries, they were refusing to make cakes for gay weddings. And they're like, it's our right to refuse service to anyone. And so a bunch of bakeries were getting sued because they wouldn't make cakes for people that were gay and getting married.
Because some people feel like it's against their religious views to do that. So you kind of get to the point where... You
guys remember what happened with that?
I'm pretty sure that ultimately the business owners lost.
Yeah, which is like they couldn't
deny
court rules. Yeah, the business lost. Court rules bakery illegally discriminated against gay couple.
Well, have you heard about the adoption centers too? That gay couples have come in trying to adopt, and so they shut down.
That's why I think that's why the church family services stopped doing adoptions.
Whether
our church stopped
adoptions because of that.
I think so. I mean, I don't think that I've read like a specific press release or anything from the church, but they stopped doing it, and I'm pretty sure that was the reason why. That's what I've heard, at least.
I've heard of other religions doing that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like shutting down just because they couldn't deny gay couples adoption rights or whatever. Interesting stuff.
Yeah, no, the cake, it's in Colorado, and so I mean, the court ruled that in Colorado, but it hasn't gone to like a Supreme Court or anything, so it's not national law. Yeah, I don't really necessarily agree with gay couples adopting kids, but scary stuff.
Yeah, I don't really either. So, but who knows?
Yeah. All right. So have we all proofread it?
Yeah, I think all the questions are good, or the answers.
Okay. Sorry, I was just bored sitting here, so I just.
You're good.
No worries.
Yeah. It says to discuss the final project in our groups, or final exam. Like, have you guys looked at that?
Right. Have you read the article yet?
I have not.
Oh, there's an article?
So there's at the beginning of the semester, there's like this article that he gave, and it says like read this for the final exam. So I think we just talk about the article, but if you guys haven't read it yet, we can just talk about it next class or next meeting.
So there's exam 5 and there's the final. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
The exam reminder isn't open yet.
No, I don't think it opens for a little while here. There's the pre-exam final, which starts December 8th and ends December 13th. It's on week 13 though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice, so it's not week 14.
Okay.
But
well, I don't know what he wants us to discuss then.
It's like a case study that. Have you read the case study about the plane? How the guy
is it
works
Boring
at
Co?
That might be it. I just remember it's about this guy that works at a factory, and then I can't. It was a while ago that I read it, but I think like a plane malfunctions or something, and crap. I probably have to read it again to know exactly what happens, but
yeah, it's on week.
That's all I remember is.
I just found it. It's on week 13 group activity. It's to the Boring 929. If you just click on like group activity hypothetical. I did not see this before. I've not looked at this even once.
He had it. He had it on like one of like week 1 or week 2, or I remember reading it somewhere, but
Wow, except
it was a while ago.
all of the questions will be based on the boring 929 problem.
shoot.
All,
For the final?
Dang.
Yeah.
yeah.
The next Thursday, do you guys want to? So this exam 5 has to be done by when?
13th.
The 13th. Okay.
So we have a
A
while.
little while. No,
Oh.
December 6th.
Okay, so next week.
December 6th.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So
I totally forgot, guys. I'm sorry. Next Wednesday, I'm flying home to visit my family. I'm off track, so I didn't really think about it, but I'm flying home to Iowa I'll be gone till Monday.
Okay.
I could probably still Skype in though if we're going to talk about stuff. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard.
yeah.
But
So,
you're
yeah,
leaving. We
leaving
can do it
Wednesday night.
Tuesday. We can do it Tuesday if you wanted to, or if you could Skype.
I should be able to. Like, I've been doing it on my phone, so I should be able to still call in on Thursday night. But
Okay.
I'll be an hour ahead of you guys though. It's just
Okay. So I guess we just have that for next week. So I'm gonna start reading that like as soon as possible. If that's the
Okay.
final.
I don't think it's too long. When I read it, it seemed like a case study. I think. Yeah, let's just read that and we'll talk about it next week.
All right, that sounds good.
cool.
Awesome, guys. Cool. I'll turn this in, and we're good to go.
All right. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank
Thanks,
you.
yeah.
See you guys.